Hi, welcome to Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth, and I have had the most bookish, awesome weekend, and I had to stop everything and tell you about it. Okay, so if you follow my channel, you may have noticed that over the past couple of weeks, I have uploaded quite a few videos. That's because I just had so much to do that 2 weeks ago, I just stopped everything and had a filming day. I filmed the content for 15 videos, and I have been uploading those as I had time to edit them all throughout the last 2 weeks. And I have gotten almost all of those up. However, something came up Friday, and I was so excited, and I can't wait to tell you about it. And then another event happened yesterday evening that I already knew was going to happen. And anyway, I had to stop all those other videos, and I have to get this posted tonight because it's so exciting. I can't wait to share it with you. You may know I'm a substitute teacher, so it all started Friday morning when I picked up a half-day sub job at a school that I'd never been to before. It was an academy type school. I believe it's a charter school, and very nice campus. The students were, for the most part, very well behaved and focused. In fact, I told my 5th period class that I would give them a shout out. So, hey you guys really impressed me. I'll tell you, they were an 8th grade class, and I would say at least 2/3 of them had, when I asked them about what they were reading or what they like to read, they had a book that they could tell me that they had just read or enjoyed reading or something to that effect. I can't tell you how many times I have subbed in a high school class or a middle school class, and maybe 2 or 3 kids will share with me what they have been reading, and it's really sad. And I mean, I get the whole homework thing. I'll have maybe seniors in high school tell me that they haven't read a book since 8th grade, but they've been really busy doing homework. I get that to a point, but I still think you can make time to read. You just have to maybe prioritize. And so, you know, it's not everyone's priority. But that aside, I wanted to give a shout out to my 5th period class from Friday because they were awesome. In fact, I told some of them that I really think they ought to start a booktube channel. There was one in particular that was sitting to my left, Sean. I think you may remember me saying you should start a booktube channel. I think he would be awesome. And let me tell the rest of you guys about Sean. Okay, almost every book that anyone else mentioned, he had already read it and had a comment about it. And so he would be a great booktuber. He really would. So, Sean, if you ever start a channel, come back to this video and let me know. In fact, if any of you guys from that class start a channel, or any of you from that day, from the earlier classes, I had some really awesome 7th graders. So, hey to you guys too. If you ever start a booktube channel, please come back to this video and give me your channel name and let me know so I can look up your videos and subscribe. Okay, so in either my 2nd or 3rd period class, there was a girl who said, "Hey, did you hear that Rick Riordan's going to be in Kissimmee tonight at 6 o'clock? And I said, "What? Tell me more," and I'm there. So I got home and I called the Books A Million at the Loop in Kissimmee, and they said, "Yeah, but he's not going to be here at the store. He's going to be at Osceola School of the Arts, and you've got to come here and pay for your book. Then you're going to get your book on site." So at this point, it was early afternoon, and I was so worried that it was going to sell out. It didn't sell out, but I noticed later, I was looking at some of his other events that he has. I think the one today that's in another state sold out, and there's a Tuesday night one in maybe St. Louis that sold out. So this is a big deal. And of course, we know Magnus Chase just came out this past week, and so he's doing apparently this little mini book tour, and he was within 45 minutes of my house, and I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta go. So as soon as my daughter got off the school bus, we got ready and we took off. And of course, rush hour traffic, even from here, from where we live to Kissimmee, is kind of the back way, and it's not the best roads. So we had some traffic. So we got our book right about 6, and by the time we got to the event, it had already started, but that's okay. We got in, and I took a little bit of footage, so I am going to show you a little bit of the footage from the event. He basically did a slideshow of like his early years and how he got into writing and his teaching years and some pictures and things like that. And if you've ever been to a Rick Riordan event, I'm assuming that he's done this type of thing before. He also talked about his books that he's already written and the artwork, and it was kind of fun. He showed a lot of the covers from different Percy Jackson books from other countries, and that was very entertaining. Then he talked about Magnus Chase and showed us that book cover, and just had an amazing time. And so he did not do a any kind of a meet and greet. He pretty much left as soon as he was through talking. Then the Books A Million people had us to line up in 4 different aisles as we were going out of the auditorium to pick up our bag. I didn't know we were getting a bag. I'm so excited. So we got the book in a bag with another item, and so I'm gonna show that to you. But I am going to stop right here and show you a little bit of footage of the event, and it's not the best, so I'm probably not going to show you a whole lot because I don't have a really great camera, and then my battery started running low, and at that point I didn't know if there was going to be any kind of a meet and greet. So I wanted to save a little bit of battery just in case we did get to meet him. But I mean, there was about 1,200 people there, so it would have been an outrageously long event that, you know, he wouldn't have been able to do. So I could see why he didn't do any kind of a meet and greet. But I was still disappointed because that would have been awesome to get to meet him. But you know what? I still got to go. I got a great book, and I'm so excited.
The band was called Cheyenne. I don't know why that never took off. It's such a great name. But I found out very quickly that I was not Apollo. I was not going to be the god of music. 2 good things happened in college, however. One was that Becky and I got married. Now, you may be wondering why there are birthday candles on our wedding cake. That's because we share the same birthday. We're exactly the same age. Well, Becky's 30 minutes older than I am. So we got married on our mutual birthday, which is great. I never forget my anniversary. And the other thing that happened that was good is I got a job as a teacher after college, and I had to cut my hair. I love being a teacher. I really did. 15 years in the classroom. I taught middle school mostly. There's a picture of me in my classroom. There's a picture of me with my 6th graders. I like doing fun activities because I'm easily bored, and I didn't want my students to get bored. So, for instance, when we did Korea in social studies, I would take them out and we would get the local taekwondo class to come down and break boards over our heads and things like that. I got a strange feeling, though, while I was in middle school that I wanted to murder people. I don't know why. But I decided that I should go back to the writing and try to do a private eye novel. And I did. It was set in my hometown of San Antonio. This is my brainstorming map. Every square that you see here is a chapter in the book. I did this so that I would know where I was going. A lot of people ask, how do you get over writer's block? This is how. I do a map first, and then I just force myself to follow it. And then when I'm done, I know where I'm going, I get to the end, and then I can go back and revise all I want. But I don't allow myself to stop until I get through the whole thing. Anyway, I finally got done with it, and this was what the manuscript looked like. Again, this is back before the internet. You couldn't just email it to people. I had to print it out at Kinko's and send it off in the actual mail. And the editors made me revise it 14 times. So next time you guys are like really stressing about the second draft, 14 times. Did it get easier? No. I have written 25 novels now, and I still cannot write a perfect first draft. It isn't possible. Revising is just part of the deal. You have to do it to make it better. But it finally did get published, and that's what it looked like. Big Red Tequila! Woo-hoo! Everything in Texas is bigger, even murder.
I've seen that book.
It did pretty well. I enjoyed writing these. I wrote 1 a year while I was teaching middle school. You know, I loved the books, but a lot of people said, oh, you were a published writer. What did you do before that? Like, I had quit my day job, right? Well, that's not true, and most writers never do quit their day job, which was okay for me because I like teaching, but here's a little example of why it's difficult to make a living as a writer. Now, anybody want to guess how many books the average American reads during the course of a year? Anybody want to hazard a guess how many books? What do you think?
I don't.
1. Wait, wow, real optimist over here. I like it. 20. Well, somewhere in between. It's actually 15 books a year. Yeah. I imagine some of you guys are already way above the average.
Kissimmee Gods and Magicians comes out April 5th.
A year from now, the second Magnus Chase book, The Hammer of Thor, comes out.
All right, so we're going to get our cool orange bag right here. Thank you. And we got our orange bag. Hold up our bag, Emily. Hold it up. Alright, so here's the sign for the event. This event is sponsored by Books A Million, so they have all of the Rick Riordan books for sale, and we all got our, for each book we purchased a book, and we got a bag with some other stuff as well as our book, I think. I don't know, I haven't looked in it yet. Let's see. Oh yeah, got a Magnus Chase, here, stand back, let's, got a shield, Magnus Chase shield, yay, awesome. Okay, so I'm back. Now, let me show you what we got. The cost was about 19 and some change. I had just a tiny little bit of a discount with my Books A Million card, so my total was just right at 19. And so we got this awesome Camp Half-Blood backpack. It's got the straps, and it's also at the bottom says readriordan.com, and inside it, let's see here, inside the bag is a Magnus Chase shield. Ta-da! It says, a new series from New York Times #1 best-selling author Rick Riordan, Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard. Ta-da! And it's got handles, so you know, if you wanted to build a costume around it for Halloween or whatever, you could do that, or you could hang it by these. My daughter that has autism is the one that went with me, and she enjoyed just holding it, and it was fun. It's very sensory. So it's squishy, it's foam, so it's a lot of fun. And then the book. Ta-da! Here it is. Isn't it beautiful? It is The Sword of Summer, Book 1 in Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard. And one kind of fun thing, when he was talking about artwork, he notated that Magnus Chase looks a lot like Kurt Cobain. And he said that there is one reference in the book, I believe, where Magnus's mother says something to him about looking like Kurt Cobain. So he said the artist just ran with that and put Kurt Cobain on the cover. He also mentioned how all the Percy Jackson books, an effort was made to always make sure the characters were facing backwards so that you could form in your own imagination what Percy and everyone looked like. But he wanted to just do something different this time and go ahead and show Magnus's face and, you know, see what happens. So it was very, very exciting. It's a beautiful book, and it is signed. So it is autographed. And I don't know how to make an R out of that signature. It almost kind of looks like a painter's palette without the paint. But anyway, that's Rick Riordan's signature. And so it's exciting. I'm so excited. I wish you could have been there with me. It was really, really fun. I have one other booktuber friend who is our children's librarian, and as soon as I found out about it, I contacted her to see if she wanted to go, and she wasn't even off work until 6:15, so she couldn't make it. So I don't know if there were any other booktubers there or anything like that, but I was just excited to go, and I'm excited to be able to share this with you. So that's all I have for this video. Now I'm going to be coming right back with one more video. I mentioned at the beginning of this video I had one other bookish event that I went to this weekend, and it just may be Star Wars related. So check back in a few minutes, and I hope to have it uploaded in just a little bit. So I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you.